Monday, and it's time for us to talk technology. Our tech expert, Luis Alvarez, CEO of the Alvarez Technology Group, joining us right now. Hello, Luis.
Hello, Mark. How are you?
I'm well, and want to get right into the stories here. We've got a story out of CNBC that Westinghouse is announcing a new small nuclear reactor, which is really kind of an interesting thing. How small is this, and why are they coming up with a small one?
First off, Westinghouse has always been a proponent of nuclear power. And of course, nuclear, the traditional fission nuclear power that we've had available to us for decades has fallen out of fashion because of the waste products and other concerns. But the reality is, nuclear power is a zero greenhouse emission source of energy. And the biggest problem has been these larger power plants that they've proposed are very expensive, talking, $6 to $10 billion to build. And they're proposing to build a much smaller version. This is one that only produces 300 megawatts and can be built for around $1 billion. So at the same cost as you can build many other, like a gas-powered power plant or a coal-fired power plant. So these are comparable, and they generate as more electricity, and it's environmentally friendly. So they're hoping that this will give a new opening for nuclear power to be thought of and alongside wind and solar.
And are any of these being built right now anywhere in the U.S.?
No. So right now, this is just something that they've released. It's gone from proof of concept to actually being able to be built. So they're hoping that the price tag, which is a lot more reasonable than the bigger power plants, and the fact that it's easy to get up and running, it takes just a couple of years as opposed to some of these bigger power plants that can take a decade to build and get into operation. That shorter time frame will attract a lot of folks who are interested in another source of clean energy.
Right, but of course they'll have to build many more of these than you would of, say, the normal size nuclear power plant, which is like 1.2 megawatts. So you need 4 of these to equal the output of one of the larger plants, which would mean that if this takes off, we would have more of these sited in more places around the country.
And there's also this power plant's attracting a lot of attention overseas, especially in Europe.
Luis Alvarez, CEO of the Alvarez Technology Group, joining us today online, alvareztg.com, at alvareztg, the Twitter handle. Luis, the toll-free number for the I-Team.
Give us a call at 866-78-I-Team. That's 866-784-8326.